Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. New syllabus Physics SSC1 Unit number 1 Physical Quantities and Measurement. Exercise 1 Numerical Problem 1.1 to 1.5. Today solve numerical problems 1.1 to 1.5. Question number 1. Express the following quantities using prefixes. Now 5000 gram, 2 tetra 0, 00 W, watt and 52 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 10 kg, 225 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 8 second. Solve first part 5000 gram. 5000 gram equal to 5 multiplied by 10 raised to power 3 gram. As we know that 10 raised to power 3 is equal to kilo. Now putting this value, then final answer is 5 kg. In part B, 2 000 watt decimal place move from this point to this point. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is equal to 2 multiplied by 10 raised to power 6 watt. We know that 10 raised to power 6 is equal to mega. Then putting the value now 2 megawatt. In part C, 52 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 10 kg is equal to decimal place move from this point to this point. We can write that 5.2 multiplied by 10 raised to power 1, and already given that 10 raised to power minus 10 and 1 kg is equal to 10 raised to power 3 grams. Now adding the powers, final answer 5.2 multiplied by 10 raised to power 1 minus 10 plus 3. 1 plus 3, 4. 4 minus 10 is equal to minus 6. Then we write 5.2 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 6 gram. We know that 10 raised to power minus 6 is equal to micro. So putting this value, then answer will be 5.2 microgram. In part D, 225 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 8 second. Decimal place move from this point to this point, get two digits 1 and 2. It will be equal to 2.25 multiplied by 10 raised to power 2 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 8 second. Adding both powers, then 2.25 multiplied by 10 raised to power 2 minus 8. The answer will be 2.25 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 6 second. We know that 10 raised to power minus 6 is equal to micro. Then answer is 2.25 microsecond. In question number 2, how do prefixes micro, nano and pico relate to each other? So we can solve the relationship between them. First of all, micro to nano. We know that 1 micro is equal to 10 raised to power minus 6. Here we can multiply by 10 raised to power minus 3 and 10 raised to power minus plus 3. So we can write that 1 micro is equal to 10 raised to power minus 3 multiplied by 10 raised to power 3 multiplied by 10 raised to power 6. Now adding this power, we can write that 1 micro is equal to 10 raised to power 3 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 6 minus 3 is equal to minus 9. So we know that 10 raised to power minus 9 is equal to nano. So 1 micro is equal to 10 raised to power 3 nano. Now relationship between micro to pico. We know that 1 micro is equal to 10 raised to power 3 nano. Here we can write that 1 micro is equal to 10 raised to power 3 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 9. As we know that 10 raised to power minus 9 is equal to nano. Multiplying by 10 raised to power minus 3 and 10 raised to power 3. Then 1 micro is equal to 10 raised to power 3 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 9 multiplied by 10 raised to power 3 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 3. Then final answer adding both values plus and minus. So final answer is equal to 1 micro is equal to 10 raised to power 6 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 12. We know that 10 raised to power minus 12 is equal to pico. So 1 micro is equal to 10 raised to power 6 pico. Now we relate the nano to pico. 1 nano is equal to 10 raised to power minus 9 multiplying by 10 raised to power minus 3 and 10 raised to power 3. Then it becomes 1 nano is equal to 10 raised to power minus 9 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 3 multiplied by 10 raised to power 3. Now 1 nano is equal to 10 raised to power 3 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 12. As we know that 10 raised to power minus 12 is equal to pico, so 1 nano is equal to 10 raised to power 3 pico. As we know that 10 raised to micro is equal to 10 raised to power minus 6, nano is equal to 10 raised to power minus 9 and pico is equal to 10 raised to power minus 12. Now relationship between micro with nano. 1 nano is equal to 10 raised to power minus 9. We divided this power 10 raised to power 3 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 6. Now 10 raised to power minus 6 is equal to micro. Here we can see that micro is equal to 10 raised to power minus 6. So putting the value 10 raised to power minus 3 micro is equal to 1 nano. Relationship of micro with pico, 1 pico is equal to 10 raised to power minus 12. We can write that dividing into half of then 10 raised to power minus 6 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 6 and 1 micro is equal to 10 raised to power minus 6. So 1 pico is equal to 10 raised to power minus 6 micro. Now relationship of nano with pico, 1 pico is equal to 10 raised to power minus 12. We can write that 10 raised to power minus 3 and 10 raised to power minus 9. Adding both power then again 10 raised to power 12. So we know that 10 raised to power minus 9 is equal to nano. Putting this equation then 1 pico is equal to 10 raised to power minus 3 nano. Question number 3. Your hair growth rate is of 1 millimeter per day. Find the growth rate in nanometer per second. So, given data, growth rate is equal to 1 millimeter per day. We required growth rate in nanometer per second. Formula growth rate is equal to 1 millimeter per day. So, as we know that 1 milli is equal to 10 raised to power minus 3 and 1 nano is equal to 10 raised to power minus 9. So we can write that 1 day is equal to 24 hour multiplied by 60 minutes multiplied by 60 seconds. Then we convert the final 1 day second is equal to 86,400 seconds. Now growth rate in 1 day, then 1 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 3 divided by per day. So we have growth rate in nanometer per day is equal to 1 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 3 divided by 10 raised to power minus 9 nano per day. So is equal to 1 multiplied by 10 raised to power 6 nanometer per day. And growth rate in nanometer per second is equal to 10 raised to power 6 divided by 86,400 is equal to 0.00001157 multiplied by 10 raised to power 6. So we round off this answer, then final answer will be equal to 11.57. This is the first method to solve the equation. Now we solve by other method. Other method is so easy as compared to the first method. So we can here see that as we know that 1 milli is equal to 10 raised to power minus 3 and 1 nano is equal to 10 raised to power minus 9. We can write that 1 day is equal to 24 hours multiplied by 60 minutes multiplied by 60 seconds. Total seconds in a day, that is 6,400. Now growth rate in a nanometer per day is equal to 1 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 3 per day. So we can write that growth rate in nanometer per day is equal to 1 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 3 divided by 86,400 seconds. So final answer of this equation is 11.57 nanometer per second. Second method as compared to first method is so easy, but solved by both methods, both are true and correct. Now we will move from question number 4. Rewrite the following in standard form. Here 4 parts are given. We solve by first part. In solution of first part, we can see that 1168 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 27. We move the decimal place from this point to this point. Here 3 digits, 1, 2 and 3. Then we can write that 1.168 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 27 plus 3. So adding minus 27 plus 3, the final answer is 1.168 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 24. Now we can solve B part, then in B part is equal to 32 multiplied by 10 raised to power 5. We can write that decimal place from this point to this point, it can be written as 3.2 multiplied by 10 raised to power 5 plus 1. 5 plus 1 is 6, so final answer is 3.2 multiplied by 10 raised to power 6. Now we will move from C part. In C part, 725 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 5. We can move the decimal place from this point to this point of a first digit. So we can write that 1, 2. Here 2 digits, so 7.25 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 5 plus 2. Minus 5 plus 2, answer is minus 3. So 7.25 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 3. In D part, we can see that 0.02 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 8 equal to decimal place move from right to left. Then answer will be negative. So here we can calculate 1 and 2. We write that 2 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 8 minus 2. So minus 8 and minus 2 is equal to 2 multiplied by 10 raised to power minus 10. Then in question number 5, write the following quantities in a standard form. Here we can solve 4 parts. First of all, we solve the first part 6400 kilometers. Now we will move the decimal place from this point to this point. Here 3 digits, 1, 2, 3, and decimal power will be positive. So we can write that 6.4 multiplied by 10 raised to power 3 kilometer. Next part, in B part, we can see that 380,000 kilometer. We can move the decimal place from this point to this point. Then here 5 digits, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So we can write that 3.8 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 5 kilometer. Now we can solve C part. In this part, we can move the decimal place from last and to first digit. So 3 plus 3 is 6 and 2 8. So we can write that 3 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 8 meters per second. Similarly, we can solve seconds in a day. So we write that 24 or 60 minutes and 60 seconds. Multiplying all quantities then 86,400 seconds. Decimal place move from last to first digit, then here 4 digit 1, 2, 3 and 4. The final answer is 8.64 multiplied by 10 raised to the power 4 seconds.